To the left. Four-man rush. Hangs in the pocket. Throws complete. And that time Jamar Chase makes the catch, but only for a short gain. Juan Thornhill making the tackle. It'll be 4th and 4.
What a play by Thornhill. Watch him sit back. He's almost waiting because of this bunch to see where does one go. Oh, he's going underneath. I'm going with him. Great job of just kind of mirroring.
From the 17-yard line to the outside. Jamar Chase fights his way for a gain of 8. Tackled there by Elliott. Changing at the line. Chase Brown is the back. Flacco gets rid of it in a hurry. And it's incomplete. Double coverage there. Crowd wants a flag, and they get one. Joey Porter covering on the play. Get the call. Clay Martin.
Pass interference. Defense number 24. Spot foul. Automatic first down.
We just talked about Joey Porter a lot of times traveling with T. Higgins, and the Steelers not afraid to play man-to-man. That's pretty obvious. I mean, both the right and the left hand. The left hand got in there and grabbed a hold of the jersey. And you can see that's kind of a game within a game. We talked about the outside linebackers and the pressure. The other obvious matchup is Chase and Higgins against his secondary.
The opening quarter. Pass over the middle, a little too high. Trying to get it there to Chase, incomplete. 2nd and 10. A little bit less than that. Flacco fires over the middle, finds his man, 30-yard line, right on the money to Jamar Chase. And that gets the crowd back into it. First down.
Good job here by Zach Taylor, chipping both sides. Fant on T.J. Watt and P. Ryan on the other side to help out Orlando Brown. So Joe Flacco with enough time, and that's the big key. Will he have time to allow Jamar Chase and T. Higgins win tonight? That time he did on 3rd and 10. Higgins holding up okay on the offensive line and pass pro so far.
Flacco 7 of 11 for 51. Quick throw, juggled. Lucky that he holds on to it. Picks up 8. Jamar Chase almost lost it 3 times.
Yeah, he did. But Joe Flacco, what he does a great job of is just seeing that for whatever reason the Steelers gave him soft coverage, a cushion. He saw it, did not hesitate at all, and immediately fired it out there to Jamar Chase. There's the cushion by Slay. Heck of a job. The athletic ability ends up helping him out with that spin move to get down the sideline away from Slay.
Chase as good as it gets at wide out in the NFL. 4 catches, 32 yards. Fake to Brown. Pass. Caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase. 72-yard drive in 9 plays.
Now, I'll just add, you got to complete the process of the catch, even in the end zone. This ball comes out when he spins around and goes to the ground. I'll be surprised if they hold this one up. Watch the ball come out. Unfortunately, he does not complete the process of the catch, and I think they'll wave this one off.
So they're lined up for the extra point, but if the officials see what we're seeing, they're going to bring it back.
Terry, you want to jump in here real quick?
Yeah, Kirk, it's clearly incomplete. He never gets control.
After an expedited review, the pass has been ruled incomplete.
Right, he never gets 2 feet down with control and has the ball long enough for when that comes into the game. It's incomplete.
I think sometimes there's confusion on completing the process of the catch in the end zone, outside of the end zone. Terry clearing that up perfectly for us. And you can see the ball was never secured once he hits the ground.
Flacco lost one. Chase makes this catch. Touchdown. There's a flag down. Ramsey looking back. Ramsey's trying to get offensive interference going.
Pass interference. Defense number 5. Penalties decline. Result of the play is a touchdown.
But it's on Ramsey.
This is a matchup everybody wants to see. Jalen Ramsey against Jamar Chase. Condensed in tight to give him more room to work with. Ramsey there, that's you can see him kind of acting with both guys pushing on each other. Perfectly thrown football. You knew Jamar Chase was not going to drop that one.
to Chase with a drop, comes right back, makes the catch, 3-point game.
I understand, right? Hey, I'm telling you right now, we talking to female and the good. You be wide and posted out. Go on, whack her head, dog. 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 Go on, get a fully, dude. Go on,
Been on some roll lately. Here we go again. 3-point game, 4.5 to go in the opening half. Big hole here. Once again, past the 40 to midfield. And this running game, which was non-existent, is on fire.
Ted Karras, what a move there by Chase Brown. And look at Jamar Chase, known for obviously being one of the great receivers, showing some great leadership there. Good effort to get involved, trying to get Porter off of him. I'm as happy and excited about that than one of these catches that he makes. That's leadership right there by Jamar Chase.
This team came in, we mentioned it before, 57 yards per game rushing. Tonight, closing in on 100. Here comes the flag. You got Ramsey and Chase again.
He takes chances. He's very good, very gifted. He's had a great career. But Cincinnati, they're going at him right now.
Defense number 5. This is a spot foul. Automatic first down.
Watch him get Jalen Ramsey to turn his body. Now he gets to the inside. There's the left arm grabbing a hold of Jamar Chase's shoulder. Cincinnati, they told us this week, listen, they're probably going to double team Jamar Chase. They're probably going to put Jalen Ramsey on him. They're going to do everything they can. And guess what? That doesn't mean we can't still go to him. How about the 2 catches he had last week in Green Bay? He's covered.
He's already drawn 6 pass interference penalties this season, most in the league. Are they going to be happy to go in with a 4-point lead in the ball in the third, or try to throw something deep downfield?
I think that with the way Joe Flacco's playing with these receivers, they'll probably let's keep firing downfield.
He's hot. Why not? To the outside. He's got a man. Is he inbounds? Yes. Chase again.
I mean, who does this? 10 days he's been in this city. You know how long it takes for quarterbacks and receivers to work on timing? Look at this, ball's out. Ball's out. Jamar Chase then turns, and it's right in his lap. Joe Flacco is a unicorn. What is he doing out there?
They're going to look at this again. Did he get both feet in?
Ruling on the field was a completed pass. That play is now under review.
Yeah. All right.
Well, the right foot's in. The question is, does the left foot drag? The left toe had the drag. The right foot is down.
All right, you're going to check this out. And we'll.
The right foot's down. Does the left foot? That's a catch.
Here's the B. Back after this.
After review, the pass was incomplete.
So as we went to commercial, we talked about, did he get both feet down? He did. That wasn't the problem. Here's your problem. Lost control of the ball.
Yeah, you see the ball. Both hands came off the football. So we're focused on the feet. And did he drag? And he did. But he lost possession.
So it's 37 seconds. You go back now to the 30-yard line. Flacco. Again, to the sideline. Chase has to try to get out of bounds, which he now does to save that timeout. Tackled there by Thornhill, gain of 12, first down.
Okay. Good job to fight to get out of bounds. Remember, Evan McPherson, he hit one last week from 67, even though it got waved off, so he has plenty of leg.
High snap, handles it well. To the outside again. And you got Chase making the catch here. With Chase against Ramsey. What a matchup.
Again, back-to-back plays with that one timeout, working the boundary with Jamar Chase. Jalen Ramsey, you can see the leverage to the outside, but the route goes in and then back out. And look at the location of the football. Let him get his feet down and get out of bounds. When in doubt, where is number 1? That's where he's throwing the football.
2nd and 1. 20 seconds. Flacco again to the outside, too high this time. Once more trying to get to Chase, covered by Ramsey. That took 4 seconds off the clock. 16 ticks left.
And most important thing, as always, holding on to that one timeout contention. They always are looking for unique ways. It was good concentration to be able to finish that play any way they can get him the football. They've done a nice job of moving him. You can't let this Pittsburgh defense know exactly where he is lined up, since after he had a drop, come right back with a touchdown.
Going to spot the ball at the 39, so 40.
And Richard Sherman, the Bengals underdogs in this one, having lost 4 in a row. Sherm, you said in pregame you were looking forward to that Jamar Chase, Jalen Ramsey matchup. What have you seen so far?
It was the matchup everybody wanted to see, and I think that's what Pittsburgh brought him in for, is for this specific guy. So when you look at this, sometimes they're catching him in zone, and you see Darius Slay on him a little bit, but they're attacking him then, and he's finding zone, he's finding openings, but they're getting to him quick. But when they find the man-to-man matchups, they're still going to him. Usually you shy away from Jalen Ramsey in these situations, but Jamar Chase is matching his physicality right before the half. They targeted him back-to-back plays. So it seems right now Jamar Chase has the upper hand, and Joe Flacco isn't scared to go to him.
Yeah, who would have figured they have to stop the run, because Cincinnati hasn't been able to run at all. Meanwhile, he almost escaped the Chase, but tripped up by Darius Slay. Got just enough to knock him down after a gain of 4.
There are 9 Steelers in the box, so he took the easy way. That's an alert. That's an easy answer. If they're overmatched at the line of scrimmage, he just flipped it out there to Jamar Chase. There was one man out there. If Slay doesn't make that tackle, that's a lot of yards to open up this first play of the second half.
Yeah, Slay got hurt on the play. There he is, up on one knee and now up. So Slay picked up in his 13th year. They went out and they got Slay and they got Jalen Ramsey, and Mike Tomlin was saying, listen, we had to pick up some of these veteran guys because we were worried about Chase and Higgins. 2nd down and 5 now. Flacco, that deep drop, hits Chase, and Chase dives forward.
What is it?
2nd and 3. Flacco throws. Chase again. 5 inside the 30. Back into the game. He makes that tackle. This crowd it's almost, they're in disbelief right now.
And how about Joe Flacco? He's up under center. He makes the check. The reason he makes the check, look at all the jerseys up tight near the line of scrimmage. Why not go back to number 1 on the quick slant? If you're going to overload.
To the outside. Chase again. Inside the 20. Well, you know, we've been watching Flacco for a lot of years. Does anybody throw a prettier spiral?
I don't think so. It's the combination of being shocked that the offensive line's giving him plenty of time. And there's the throw you're talking about, how tight the spiral is. I think he has so much more confidence throwing. He told us this week, he said, I just can't believe how good Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are. I always knew they were, but...
Another quick throw to Chase. He gets tripped, gets inside the 10-yard line. Darius Slay making that tackle, final minute of the quarter.
Every time he's one-on-one, it doesn't matter who's out there, it's Darius Slay, he's going to get to the inside. I'm surprised they're not taking the inside away by leveraging and moving in a half body. But Joe Flacco looks like he's playing backyard football. I mean, he looks like his pulse is at about a foot. Well, let's take a look at our next-gen stats powered by AWS, and what a night for Jamar Chase. Now, this is a guy against man coverage. You would think he's always able to get open, but look, 8 receptions, career high, 76 yards against man coverage. Look at the previous weeks. Quarterback not able to get him the ball, just 6 receptions. But now with Joe Flacco back there, the offensive line, the running game, there's opportunities, and boy, they cash it in.
12 Super Bowl MVP that year. Quick throw to the outside. It's low, but it's caught. No. Most receptions to a wide receiver in his career. And here's another one. 14 catches for Jamar Chase. Spinning to the 24-yard line.
That's 17 targets tonight. That's the most by any player in the NFL all year. And he does everything. You know, he's got ball skills. We saw that in the previous play. But he's a running back after the catch. Yeah, he could go downfield vertically. You could throw it to him underneath, and now he bounces off. That's Patrick Queen, the middle linebacker that he just bounced off of. You're kind of running out of things to say about Jamar Chase. That's his 18th target. He's that guy.
And 14 catches. Flacco. And that's dropped by Chase.
That's unacceptable.
That's man.
What the heck's going on?
Man bites dog. That's the headline. Not your dog. You know. 3rd and 13. Yeah, what's wrong with him?
Yeah, what's the deal? He said, wait a second.
Oh, that's perfect. Like, what?
That doesn't happen.
Not you. There's all 3 passes juggled and incomplete. Chase tried to one-hand it, covered there by Brandon Eccles, 2nd and 10.
And you think they're backed up. Zach Taylor's going to run the football. They need to work some clock. And they come out in the very first play. They see a one-on-one matchup against a backup corner. Look at the location of that ball. Put it right over his outside shoulder, and he only gets the one hand up. But he had a chance at that play. And how about the aggressive nature from Zach Taylor, clearly coaching tonight to win. Not just...
Flacco throws that one pretty much away. Intended there for Chase. Eccles covering on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10 with 4:21 to go.
If they win this game and he joins the post-game show, number one, he'll keep his shirt on. Number two, that's the first question you got to ask about. I mean, he's had a great night, but what a play. What a play call.
Unreal.
Can you walk us through the play where somehow you did a little zone read, pulled it, and ran for 10 in the first down?
So listen, there was a handful of plays today that I was like, what is he saying? We have these formations that end in F, and I was not getting it. That one, I read off my wristband. It was correct. Jamar lined up on the ball. Noah lined up off. Jamar was supposed to be off the ball. He was supposed to counter motion and bluff that end.
Yeah.
And when he was on the ball and the play clock was running down, I was like, screw it. I was just going to hand it off, but he came off the edge so to him quick. I was like, all right, I haven't done this since my probably 1st or 2nd year, but I'll do it now.
With an offense that's so dangerous, led by number 1, Jamar Chase, with a lot of time.
Man, the ebb and flow of this game. This time out. As the stride now starts from the 30-yard line, and that pass is caught on the outside of the 41-yard line. Chase stays in bounds, picks up another couple tackled there by Porter. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Bengals with 2 timeouts. 2 minutes to go in regulation. Flacco sidearms it. Chase again, and Chase will take it inside the 40, and that is 16 catches for him, a new Bengals team record.
Wow, of all times, confusion by emotion. Watch T. Higgins move and watch Patrick Queen, the leader of this defense. There's confusion. There's confusion. See him pointing? A lot of confusion, and that's why Jamar Chase ends up being freed up. The motion there with T. Higgins, Patrick Queen trying to get everybody on the same page. Really, just like Cincinnati's defense, a tough time to have a bust.
Rodgers spinning, winding up as far as he can throw it into the end zone. What's going to happen here? Knocked down. DJ Ivey knocks it away. Never a dull moment in this one. Woo!